One. Real trap shit. 1, 2, 3. I don't know if I needed to do it.
What up?
We're back. I don't have I'm so not used to I'm not used to having free hands for a podcast. And we're janky right now. We don't have the audio equipment, so we're using my phone, my cellular device, new recording, $397.
Boom, dude. We're fucking back.
The other 396 are just me bombing. Just that open mic, just that Spanx the Hog being like, you guys ever notice that airplanes, they have like fat people?
They do.
What's up with that, dude? Don't fucking take that, by the way.
It's 396 recordings of you just being like, just believe in yourself, man. Believe in yourself. You're the best. Everybody loves you. Everybody loves you. Dad's proud of you.
Yeah. He doesn't think you're gay.
Dad's never thought you were gay.
Dad doesn't. Yeah, Dad didn't regret not putting you in football earlier. My dad made.
Does your dad regret not putting you in football earlier?
No, I started football when I was young as shit. I was just riffing.
I feel like it's the opposite. I feel like Dad doesn't wish you quit football early.
Yeah.
Dads put their kids in sports early, and then they're like, "Fuck, he's a turd out there."
Yeah, dude. Yeah, he's wasting space, dude. Get him out of there. Get some reps in for the person who needs it.
That would be. I don't know if I could handle having just like a turd of a son.
Yeah, that's a nightmare to having like a kid that's like the least athletic. Like, have you seen the people who dribble like this, hunched over, like they got spina bifida when they dribble? That's
the kid who's like very last in the batting order, so he only has to bat once.
Yeah. He gets one at bat each t-ball game.
Even at like 6 years old, his teammates are like,
yeah, they scoot in. That's the most disrespectful thing. When they're like, all right, bring it in, they turn it in. I had it. So I used to.
But when you were playing kickball and they were like,
get it back, get it back.
You're like, let's go.
Yeah.
Every sports team I was on, there was always one kid whose parents like signed him up because they were like, he's soft.
Yeah.
And all football did was like, or any sport, we were just like, you suck.
Yeah, dude, it just made his fears come true.
You were just like this. He's like, this is why I don't come out.
We had a kid.
Like, trash.
We had a kid who was homeschooled who was on my baseball team 2 years in a row, dude.
Bobby.
Horrible idea because the parents, they think, like, get him like, okay, he doesn't have the social interactions he would at school, so let's sign him up for sports. Wrong, dude.
We're animals.
Dude, the second they touch the field and you see him, like, be uncoordinated, you're like, yo, why are you homeschooled, you freak? The second
he
you can't...
throws a baseball and steps with the same
motion. Yeah.
He, like, steps with his right... He's like...
and you're like, yo, why are you here? Yeah.
Dude, we had a kid named Bobby on our team. Bobby, if you're out there...
You're
probably some like Google billionaire, and
he's
I'm some
probably killed
dickhead with a
himself by
podcast
now,
that
dude.
makes $150 a month. But
an episode.
No, he was homeschooled. He had the sports specs.
Oh fuck!
Like the scuba goggles, professional, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
That had like the Velcro strap. He didn't get on base once all year, and finally he connected with a ball. And we were like, holy shit. He just fell on the way to first base. And like, even as like 9-year-olds, we were all like, oh my God.
Dude,
oh
get
my
it
God.
Together. It is hilarious to think like, he's like, this is my moment. He hits it. He's like, tink. He makes contact. Like, everybody in the stands, like, they stand up. It's like a scene from a movie. And then he goes to run and he just trips. Breaks his arm. Yeah. Just a little kid cry. The worst type of cry is a little kid with that inhale. They load up for it, dude. I hate little kid cries. Oh my God, dude. I have to tell you about this fucking plane ride I was on when I came here. So I flew in from Texas.
The Triple F boys don't have good...
No good travel
planes.
experiences. No, I mean, we travel Spirit or fucking, Spirit or goddamn Frontier, which are the two worst airlines.
The Walmart of the sky.
One time. Yeah, the Walmart of the sky. We need to upgrade to Delta's Target for sure.
That's where I'm going,
Yeah,
baby.
you're going Delta. 30K miles?
That's a lie.
Oh, okay. I was like, Jesus, dude, you're fine. You're fine.
Dude, you thought I was fine. So this is what my mom gifted me for Christmas. It's a little Delta plane and it says 30K miles on it because she got overly excited and thought that she could transfer miles to me. But they charge you a penny a mile to transfer them. So 30,000 miles would be $300.
Yeah.
So she was just like, I'll just buy you a gift card.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy.
Hilarious, though, because
Yeah.
you probably opened it and you were like...
I was like, holy shit. I'm going to fly for a year.
Yeah,
for free.
Yeah, free for a year.
She was like,
dude.
yeah,
That's wrong.
That's not...
Hilarious.
I just got excited and wrote on it.
She's like, I actually got your hopes up just to shatter them. I flew in and I'm like, this kid's sitting next to me. He's got a t-shirt and shorts on and Crocs, no socks, and he's sitting crisscross leg, like his legs are like doing this, you know, he's got his leg up, face, and his foot is facing me, and he's picking his toes the whole flight, and he's also like sick, so he's like snorting in, and he's farting. Like I can tell it's him. Like, you know when you think like you're in public and nobody's gonna know it's you?
Yeah.
You can tell that it's the guy right next to you. And so it's like just nonstop. Like I can just fucking smell him. He's picking his toes next to me. And I'm in the window seat and he's picking his toes next to me and he's like just snorting because he's sick. And I'm like, this is nuts. I put my AirPods on and I turn my music up or whatever, and I'm like trying to fall asleep, and so I bring the little panel down in front, you know, the little like what are they, the drink table thing, and I'm like trying to sleep. That's how I try to. That's the only way I can try to get comfortable at 90 degrees. Yeah, that's exactly what I did.
Yep.
Yeah, you go 90 degrees and you try to fucking sleep in like a statue. And
like a school desk.
Yeah, like a school desk. It's sleep. Yeah, it's years of detention has led to this, and I'm sleeping like that, and I got my AirPods in, and we hit turbulence, and so I kind of bounce, and when I bounce, my AirPod falls out on my left side, and so I'm like, fuck, and I'm looking for it. I turn my phone light on. I can't find it underneath my desk or under my chair.
Just somehow landed in the child's butthole.
Yeah, I'm like, oh no. So I'm looking and I'm like, oh fuck, it's not there. But the guy next to me, that's this gross dude, he also has this big backpack that's underneath. And I'm looking and I'm like, oh, it probably bounced and rolled into the back, like under his backpack. But he's passed out. He's snoring now. So I'm like, okay, I don't want to touch him and wake him up. I just didn't want to touch him. And then whatever, 30 minutes later, and I'm just like, whatever, I'll just find it when he wakes up. He wakes up and I'm like, hey man, I think my AirPod fell out underneath your bag. And he like picks his bag up. He's like, I can't see it, man. And I like look, and it's like, he's right, it's not there. So then I'm like, fuck, whatever. I'll just, when the plane lands, I'll find it when everybody gets off. I was like, it probably rolled or whatever. Well then, the plane lands and everybody's getting off, and he goes to take a step and he goes, oh shit, dude, I think I found your AirPod. And I was like, fuck, dude. And he pulls his Croc out. Dude, my AirPod dropped into his Croc and was stuck in between his toes. And then he handed it to me with his feet. I was like, yo, dude. He had it in his... And I was like... And instead of like reaching down and grabbing it and handing it to me, he just plopped it. And I was like, you can just fucking keep it. Honestly, dude. Do you have a gun, by the way? I'm going to shoot you in the face, dude. Nuts.
That's terrorism.
Nuts. I was pissed.
That's your 9/11.
That is mine. I was so like, dude, insane to not just...
You're like, I need an air marshal.
Yeah, give me a gun. I'm going to shoot this man in the head. Crazy.
How old is this guy?
I don't know, old enough. No, he was probably like 21, 22. He was a young adult. Old enough to know, hey, maybe don't hand somebody their AirPod with your fucking toesies.
If
crazy, dude.
If an AirPod landed in my toes and I realized it, I would like not tell you I knew where it was. I would pick it up and then I would be like, oh, I found it in between the seat.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
any social interaction that you've ever had would tell you, don't hand somebody their AirPod with your crusty toes you were picking at all night. Dude, I have like, I don't know. I mean,
that's fucking nuts.
The bit of it is like, if I put it's athlete's ear, I'm gonna get instead of athlete's foot, I'm gonna get a fucking ear infection. So yeah, I fucking went home and I Here's another fun thing. It fucking got worse too because I cleaned them. Obviously, I was like, I'm not gonna throw that thing right on my. And so I put them in alcohol, like rubbing alcohol, and Ariel does like her like disinfectant stuff that she does people's nails with or whatever. And so I use Barbasol, I think it is. But anyways, I use that to like get rid
Isn't
of
that
it.
what they put the combs in?
Yeah. They use that for like her utensils and shit. And so I like rubbed it all through there. And the fucking alcohol got into my AirPod. So now my left AirPod is like so distorted when I play music. Like the bass hits and it just, you can tell there's water in there. So annoying. So
AirPods aren't great for planes.
I think they're amazing.
Really? Do you have regular AirPods or like pros?
Pros.
Oh, I have the regular ones.
So those like do the noise cancellation.
It does noise cancellation. It just doesn't get loud enough. Like if I really can't like watch a movie on my AirPods on a plane. It's not loud enough.
I also hate people who watch movies on planes.
Really? Why?
Like if you're in a laptop, if you have a laptop and you're just like watching like, I don't know, dude. Like there was a guy next to me.
I just watch on my phone like
that. That's different. But like the laptop always bothers me. A guy next to me was watching. Oh shit! What is it?
Gay pornography.
Gay porn. No, he was watching. Fuck, dude. What was it? He was watching. I can't think of it. A History of Violence. Have you ever seen that movie?
Yeah. With Viggo Mortensen.
Yeah.
It's a great movie.
There's a great, but I remember he had the sex scene on, and like I was just like right there, and he was just like he was like shifting in his seat during the sex scene, and I was like, "You're getting hard," and I can tell that you're getting hard because you have a laptop open, dude. You're not hiding it well at all. He replayed it. I was like, "Yo,
dude, we watched this movie called The Covenant the other day.
I haven't seen it.
It's with Jake Gyllenhaal. It's on Amazon. Fire. I was like getting choked up with patriotism.
Yeah.
I was literally like, fucking love this country.
What was
dude.
it?
It's he's a Marine.
Yes.
And he has to go back to save his guy.
Yeah.
And like he has like an Afghani interpreter. Not to like spoil I don't want to spoil the movie, but like at the end, like just a fucking Black Hawk and all this shit like swoop in when he's running out of ammo to save him, and it's just they just mow down the Taliban.
Let's go.
And like, dude, the cavalry rolls in. The guy's like, if you'd have called me earlier, you'd have had backup the whole time, and it'd have been on me. And it's just like, hoorah, boys! And like they mowed down like 50 Afghanis, like just 50 Taliban dudes.
Let's go.
It was so sick, and like. He's trying to get, like, his interpreter and, like, his wife and kids out of Afghanistan. Like, he got him a visa, and he's like, I'm getting you out of here. The baby's crying. They're dodging bullets. They're trying to keep the baby alive. It's intense as fuck. And
it's like a GTA mission. It's got a health bar. It gets shot in the arm, and they're like, oh, no, it's losing out.
A tip comes up, and it's like, the baby cannot take any more damage, or you will restart the mission.
Yeah. Dude. Jake Gyllenhaal, man.
Oh,
great.
He's so handsome.
So hot.
They pointed out in the movie, that was the only thing about this movie I didn't like, was like, there's like 3 characters in the movie that are just like, and by the way, Sergeant, you are handsome. They do it so, when he gets to Afghanistan, his whole idea is like his interpreter saves his life. And then because he saved his life, he goes on the Taliban's most wanted list. So he can't get the visa because you have to apply in person, and he's in hiding. So Jake Gyllenhaal's like, I'm going to get him out so he can apply in person and go to America. And like, when he meets with his contact to find out the location of the interpreter, the guy's like, Ahmed did say you had beautiful blue eyes. It's just like, dude, what is this? And you can tell, like, when the movie's over, it's like executive produced by Jake
Gyllenhaal. Yeah,
it's like,
dude.
He's the badass. He's like back in America with like his wife and kids. He's like, I hate how soft my bed is knowing he's out there and he needs me. And his wife's like super hot and his kids are just like perfect. It's the whole movie. He's just like, I have no flaws.
I'm the man.
And she's like, you have everything you want. You have your business, you're out. Like, and he's like, but I have too much honor. Yeah, I'm handsome. Yeah, I'm like the most decorated soldier. It doesn't matter.
My cock is huge. They did have to
dude.
give me extra large trousers.
I have the biggest dick in the Marines. They measure that, by the way.
But yeah, fucking girth. The circumference times girth.
That's how they figure out your job. They're like, ooh, 2 inches in circumference. Looks like your IT.
Yeah. It's like the hat for Harry Potter, the sorting hat, but it's for your cock size in the Marines.
The bigger the dick, the more action you see.
Yeah. This guy's balls are huge, but his cock is tiny. Get him in a tank. They don't know how to do it.
They have no fucking idea. the software gets fucked up. They're just throwing Asians on the front line. fuck.
The algorithm's backed up. This is what China wanted.
Didn't you guys make the algorithm? Why would you put yourself front lines?
Dude.
One of the funniest, because obviously if that were the case, black dudes are front line every fucking time. One of the funniest lines, do you remember the South Park movie?
Yeah.
Where, they're setting up, the military mission, and, the general's like, all right, this is Operation, Black Force. And then it's all the black soldiers are, in one unit. And they're like, Unit 1, you guys will be the front line. And, Chef is like, hey. And he's like, have you not heard of the Emancipation Proclamation? And the general's like, sorry, I don't listen to hip-hop. Anyways. That's one of the best lines ever, dude. That shit's so good.
That would be, honestly, that would be a, what's up?
I think I have a voicemail, dude. I gotta answer it. I gotta take this. Sorry, guys. This is important.
Hello, this is Mark from 23andMe. This is our fourth time trying to reach out to Jeffrey Dolezal, just giving him the message. Please stop sending envelopes of cum. We use a spit swab. We send you an at-home kit. You cannot just send us an envelope of semen and expect us to do whatever with it. What? Also, I'm not sure you're aware of what kind of services we provide here, but you cannot just send us semen with a note that says, get this to Serena Williams and make me a super baby. That is not what we do here. I don't even know why the Postal Service is delivering clearly semen-soaked envelopes. Please stop doing this. We will take legal action. Thank you.
What was his accent? What was that guy's accent?
I don't know where that guy's
I thought
from.
he was black at first, then I thought he was Southern. I couldn't tell.
He's a mystery. He needs a 23andMe. Send in your cum, dude.
Yeah, you think your cum's superior, dude? Send it in.
I mean, excuse me for not understanding how it works,
yeah.
But I just assumed if you're looking for accurate DNA samples, if I give you a cheek swab, you might get a little bit of bacon or something in there, whatever I had for breakfast.
Yeah, good point.
There's no food in my cum. That's pure DNA. As far as I'm concerned.
That's a good point. Fuck, dude. Do we just need to start coming for swabs?
I thought when I recorded that, I was like, I wonder if that would be a funny sketch, a 23andMe making a PSA video for their social media, just
they hold
just
up a
wet envelopes, please stop sending cum.
The dog's licking it up.
Please stop,
dude.
Hey, have you watched the new sketch? You should.
You should. There's another new one that's coming out real soon too. I don't know what day this is. This is probably dropping today, I would assume, right? Because it's late and it's how fast can we turn around? Whatever.
I'm not really in control of the YouTube.
Oh, I don't have anything to edit. You'll have to edit it.
Oh, I'll edit it.
Yeah, because I have. But anyways, I have nothing here right now. I'm moving to back in Florida right now. By the way, moving to Austin with my lady out to Austin, and so I have to do the 26 hour car ride again, which is going to be real fun this time, especially with a lady and 2 dogs.
How many bottles of beer do you think you'll get to?
A bottle of beer, dude. That's fucking
2 dogs in 26-hour drive sounds like
dude. We did cross country San Diego to Florida, which I mean we couldn't have went unless we went to San Francisco to Florida. I don't think you could have stretched a further route, dude. And my dogs
Did you? How many times did you stop along the way?
Every 3 hours we had to stop.
I mean, to sleep.
Oh, I think it was a 4-day car ride.
Holy
it was brutal,
shit,
dude. Nothing's worse in a car ride than waking up knowing, okay, I have to drive all day tomorrow, and then tomorrow I still have to do the same thing. You have to do it twice. And to this time, I'm renting a car from Enterprise and then just driving out there and not doing because last time. I mean, you have to move the car the first time, but I was like, dude, I am not driving 23 hours by myself to then bring our car just to do that. It's I'll rent a car and pay $200. Who gives a fuck, dude?
Yeah, for sure.
Not dealing with that shit. 2 dogs and a car ride, not gonna be great.
I'm worried about moving shit, cause I'm not moving out there by myself. My wife and my dog and all that shit. I'm do I have to get a U-Haul?
Yeah.
What am I bringing exactly? Because we're gonna rent this place out, so it's should I just get like a Craigslist couch and just leave that fucking thing? Or is my wife gonna be like, that's a nice couch.
Yo, we gotta...
So, like...
Dude, did I tell you about the couch that we got in San Diego? Like, so when I moved to San Diego, we had when we moved to San Diego, we had nothing. Like, we came with like no furniture. We were moving a 2-bedroom into a 1-bedroom, but all of the furniture was Ariel's sister's. So it was all of my girlfriend's sister's furniture. So we gave that back to her. So we had like nothing. And we went to Craigslist right away, and some girl was going through a divorce and was like, I need all of this shit out of here.
That's what you want.
Yeah, she's like, I need all of this shit out of here. I can't stand this fucking guy. Like she had like posts being
like in your underwear, I can keep your underwear?
Yeah. And so we go and we pick up this couch. Brand new couch, dude. It's like a couch that was like, it was like one of those L couches that was like huge, pulled out into a bed. Ooh. Brand new. She said she had it for like 3 months, and then her husband, it was in their basement too. It was like just in like the man cave or whatever. And her husband, she was a doctor.
That thing's filled with farts.
Farts, dude, only farts. And
that's the fart couch.
Yeah, that's the fart couch. But her husband was cheating on her. She found out, and then she kicked him out. Her husband was like an old rich guy, but she was a doctor. So, dude, this was like the nicest couch I've ever had in my apartment. We got it for free. Then she was like, if you guys want, we were like, yeah, we just moved here. This is perfect. She was like, if you guys want, you can take anything that you want in this basement. Like, it's his, this is
Sick.
all of his shit. He's no longer allowed in this house. He's no longer part of anything in my life. Fuck this piece of shit. And so I was like, okay.
Do you have cool shit?
Dude, I had a table like this, but it was like, it had like drawers that pulled out. It had like a glass. It was sick. It was the sickest setup. Fuck, it had like tape. It was like layers. There was a couch. We got a chair. We got a bed frame. We have all of this shit for him for free because this girl's like, this guy's a piece of shit. Get him out of my house. Then when I gave
like a TV and shit?
Yeah, we got a TV. Dude, we had like everything.
I'm taking even if you didn't need it,
everything.
I'll sell it.
And then, that's what. Then when I was moving, to get to San Diego, to leave San Diego to come to Florida, I had all this shit, and we didn't move with it. So then we were like, well, we're not gonna move. We don't have space for it at the place that we're at now, anyways. So then I just gave it to all these comics, and it keeps me up at night sometimes because I'm like, I had like $5,000 worth of shit there that I just was like, hey, does anybody want this? And everybody's like, yes. It was like a bum rush to get to my apartment, dude. That was, I tell you what, moving with comics as friends is nice because they will take shit that you do not want at all. They're like, I need a new shirt. And you're like, okay.
Like, are you gonna bring this fruit salad?
Yeah.
You can have it.
You can have you can have that fruit bowl. I had a guy come over, I sold him the TV for $50. It was like a huge TV. Damn. And then he was like, what about that Blu-ray machine? And I was like, dude. It was funny. I was like, I'm taking that. You just got a fucking $700 TV for $50. Fuck you. Fuck you, dude.
Yeah, I'm nervous about not nervous, but I'm just like, what am I keeping? Yeah. And what can I convince her to fucking leave?
That's the biggest question.
Because it's just like, we don't need like half of this shit.
Yeah.
It's like,
even like things like, well, you say that and then you get there and you're like, fuck, I should have brought that table. Because then you're like,
yeah, I guess.
We got all of our shit right now from Goodwill, which is like a cheat code for being poor.
Uh-huh.
You go there and you're like, here's a full table and dining room set for $12. And you're like, yeah, dude, I don't care. It's marked up.
One thing that I'm like making my wife to look out I'm making her look like the villain in this scenario. She's not. She's uprooting her life so I can chase my gay dream.
Yeah.
But she's like, I'm not gonna go down in lifestyle. That was like her thing. She's like, I'll move to Austin, whatever, but like, we're not getting some like $900 a month studio apartment. She's like, we're gonna live in a nice place.
Yeah.
We're gonna bring our shit. Like, I'm not gonna go live in a shithole so you can like do comedy. She's like, I want it has to be as nice as this place, at least. I'm like, all right, that's fair. But it's also just like, can't we just live in a shithole?
Yeah, can't you?
For a little bit?
The good thing about living in a shithole in Austin is that a shithole in Austin would cost you like $500 a month. Dude, yeah. We have a fucking 3-bedroom with a huge backyard, huge spot for like $22 a month. It's like, yo, okay, dude. Yeah.
All the places that I'm looking at are nice.
So like cheap compared to here.
2-bed, 2-bath, center of the city. It's like all within like a 10-minute walk of like all the clubs,
Yeah,
basically.
dude, perfect.
And it's like $1,900 a month.
Yeah, dude,
it's like
fucking
not bad at all.
Money.
We'll rent this place out, so it won't be that bad. How entertaining is this, by the way?
Yeah, look at this logistics. This is the logistics episode of the Triple F podcast, dude.
We'll get racist on Patreon.
Yeah, we'll get racist right now, dude. I thought of a sketch. Don't pull your phone out when I say that. He's like, I got evidence right here.
Well, no, I got some cool Christmas pictures for you to look at.
Oh yeah, I have. Yeah. We used that coal for something else this year. Blah. That was a fun one. That I thought of a sketch.
That line got cut.
I did. Yeah, we had some. That's the fun thing. We should start doing director's cuts of the, or not director's cuts, just the sketch,
Patreon cuts.
the Patreon cuts of all the lines that we can't use in the sketches that we've been doing. I thought of a sketch idea which I think is hilarious. It would be a nightmare to pull off, but it was like so it's like it's like a football game, the final game of the season. One team is down 14-0. There's like a minute and 10 seconds left. The coach meets up with the other coach in the middle of the field. And he's like, calls a timeout. He's like, listen, like, hey coach, like, we're up by 14. There's a minute left. You guys don't have timeouts left. Like, this game is done. Can we have our kid, our manager, who's got bone cancer, can we get him a touchdown? You know, like one of the Make-A-Wish touchdowns. And the coach's like, yeah, absolutely. You know, like, yeah, it's been a good season, you know, whatever. They shake hands. They go back to the end of the side. And then they're like, the guy's like, hey, where's Ray Lewis Jr. at? And then he's like, send the house, and he blitzes, and then just smokes the kid, kills him, gets the ball, they return it, get a 2-point conversion, kick an onside kick, and they win the field, they win the game, dude. That would be so fucking funny to be like, send the house, we're blitzing all, blitz all.
He has brittle bone disease.
Yeah. Ray Lewis Jr. comes out of nowhere. Ray Lewis Jr. is a real person, by the way. That's Ray Lewis's kid exists, which is terrifying to think about.
How
dude.
old is he?
I don't know. He's in high school, I'm pretty sure. You should look that up. Because I think his stat sheet's nuts. I think he's like a freshman. He's like 6'2" and like 250. Crazy.
You know what would be fucking hilarious is Ray Lewis Jr. All I'm finding is that his son died.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Ugh.
Cut that part then. That's not fun.
The whole idea of like the Make-A-Wish kid or like having like the autistic kid on your team go like score a touchdown. That happens so much in like the age of social media. It's such a common thing to like the autistic kid at our school, the blind kid at our school, whatever, like have him go score a touchdown. And another thing that's super popular is high school highlight reels.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Dude, if you said fuck that kid, you'd have a sick highlight.
Yeah, dude. You hit him so hard he fumbles the ball.
Edited out the part where they like introduce him as like the other school's blind kid, and everyone just thinks it's another. It's just a kid on the other team. You'd look like a god.
Dude, you would look like a monster, dude.
Everyone would be like,
yo. You know those things where they circle them before the play? It's like you lined up in the A gap, like ready to go. Like,
dude, he averages at least one forced fumble a game.
Yeah, dude.
It's like, yeah, he's crushing deaf
All
kids.
he's doing is just murdering the blind kids. Have you seen those videos where it's like, he didn't stop him from playing football, and he's just like running at the sideline, just blocking nothing?
That coach has to be so pissed.
Oh, yeah.
The coach has to be so pissed of just like the mom, like, I signed his dream was to play football, and he
doesn't even know what football is.
And like, coach is like, he can't be like, don't put that fucking kid on my team. He has to be like, dude. Great.
Yeah.
And of course, the league has a rule where every kid gets to play 3 downs. So awesome. Yeah, I totally didn't think we were going to make it to States this year.
Yeah, super sick. I think that whole idea just pisses me off in general, because it's like, how does he know what football is? You can't... Experiencing it... Okay. You have to see it for it to be exhilarating.
Yeah.
Because otherwise it's just like, this guy's on the 10-line, and then a 5-yard line, and then a touchdown. It's like, what's a touchdown? Who is it? Who am I watching? What's a football?
If you're the coach, if he's like, do I get to play this game, coach? Or more like, do I get to play this game,
Looking
coach?
this way.
Yeah.
Big buddy, I'm over here.
His eyes all glassy. You go, yeah, buddy, you get to play this game. And then you just bring him to the practice field, get a couple Bluetooth speakers, pump some crowd noise.
Let him
He'll
think
never
it.
know.
Yeah, he'll never know, dude.
He'll never know.
Just get somebody to kind of tackle him.
Yeah, you just have a kid like kind of just like.
Yeah.
He'll never know.
He'll never know.
Did I score a touchdown? I'm like, yeah, buddy, you did.
Yeah, you did great.
You did great.
I
saw a video on TikTok of like, it was like some like MIT or one of those like universities, and they're like working on a way to like get blind kids to play video games, and it was just like, use your resources elsewhere. Cancer's still a thing.
Yeah,
guys.
cancer's a thing.
What are we doing? Like,
yeah, the blind kid to play video games, dude. It's like, what? If you have to lose a sense, okay, so if you had to choose one sense to lose.
I mean, like taste.
Taste, it's like, it goes.
Which would suck, because I love pussy.
It goes taste, feel.
Taste, definitely.
Taste, smell, feel, hearing. Vision's the last to go.
Vision's the last.
Vision is the last to go, dude. I would even put hearing above feel. I would rather be able to not hear, be able to come still.
No, I'd rather be able to hear. You couldn't do comedy if you can't hear.
I could still come though. I don't. Who
That's
gives,
true.
Who
That's
gives
true.
a shit about comedy if I'm coming still?
Yeah.
Also, what am I gonna do if I can't hear? If I'm doing comedy, dude.
You have no idea if you're bombing.
Yeah, you're gonna crush or not. You have no gauge.
Did you not hear that set? I moved.
Did you see that video of the kid?
want a new joke.
You gotta know when. Did you see that video? I can't remember if I sent it to you or.
You gotta know when you get an accident because you couldn't hear the other car's horn. You gotta know when your dog gets hit by a train because you didn't hear it coming. You think you could hear the rumbles, but you can't.
There was this kid who made a TikTok, Gage, Gage, the guy from our show. Or not our show, from that show that the mic that he told us to go to. He posted his Instagram.
Eric and I love
his
Instagram.
My God.
It's so funny.
He posted a video where there's this sound where the caption was, "How did you get so good at comedy?"
And you just said
every
open
mics, and it was like, because I do it over and over and over and over, and each time it says over, it's at a different open mic, and over and over and over again, and then you go down to the next video of him doing a show, and it's like him being like, "Yeah, my girlfriend's a real bitch," and then he just bombs, and it's like, nobody thinks you're good at this. Dude. What are you talking about, dude? What are you talking about?
He has more videos of him, like inspirational videos of him on stage, than him doing stand-up.
Yeah.
Like, he records himself doing stand-up, never posts actual stand-up.
Yeah.
He posts, like, just, like, cut compilations to be like, they said I couldn't do it, but I dream big. And it's just him at a sports bar, like... It's like, dude, stop doing it.
Yeah, who gives a shit?
Stop fucking doing
There's
this.
nothing worse than a cornball comedian, dude. I hate when some people are like, "I'm really built for this" on their stories. It's like, dude, you had a good set. Shut the fuck up about it.
And I bet you didn't also.
Yeah.
Nobody who does, like, you can't take yourself seriously and do comedy.
No, you
There's
can't.
There's nobody out there who's just like, yo, New Year's is almost coming. 2024 is the year where I go and get my dreams. Like, comics don't talk
No,
like that.
dude, you suck.
In fact, rappers don't really. It's like, dude, you post on Instagram like you're fucking LeBron.
Yeah.
That's how LeBron posts.
Where
he's like, yo, year 21 in the league, still here, still the king. It's like, that's how you post when you have like an okay at best set at a barbecue restaurant.
Yeah, dude.
Like,
chill.
Chill the fuck out.
Oh man, I love comedy so goddamn much. I love the delusion of it. Just all the shit that, I mean, like the idea of like,
what sucks
if you
is
think
people
you're
like
good,
that are so delusional, and yet we lost another good one recently.
Yeah.
I know so many people who are legitimately hilarious, and they're just like, yeah, I can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
And yet the dudes who like are so bad at stand-up, they won't post their stand-up. They'll just post pictures of them on stages like, yeah, I'm out here crushing it. It's like, not to the people in the crowd, you're not.
Yeah, you think it.
Those idiots stay around for 10 years.
Yeah.
But the people who are actually funny, rest in peace, Dan Casso. Oh, you're alive, but
yeah,
I don't see you anymore.
Yeah.
The people who are actually funny, it's like they
Matt
fucking...
Rivera.
Rest in peace, dude.
Matt Rivera also didn't die, but he said he's not doing comedy anymore, which stinks, dude. I hate when, because there's nothing worse than
It
somebody.
sucks when someone you
somebody
find
should,
funny quits.
should stop. And but here's, I mean, God, dude, if I don't know, because I think about it. If I put myself into certain positions, it's kind of like, damn, dude, it's hard to make an argument to keep going, honestly.
It is and it isn't, but the ones who legitimately, like, actually get anywhere with this are the people who are legitimately funny and don't stop.
No, there's a quote from Seth Rogen, which is funny. Which is the funniest sentence. There's a quote from Seth Rogen. Like it's going to be inspirational or sentimental or some shit. There's a quote from this.
Here are words that I live by Weird Al Yankovic.
Yeah. There's this great quote. There's a great quote from Mr. Bean. That this is, but there's this quote. It's like him in an interview, and they're talking about what it takes to make it, and he's like, "All I know is that you just have to keep showing up because everybody who I know who quit didn't make it. That's the only thing that makes you make it or not, is whether or not you quit. Is the only thing that everybody has in common that's made it is that they did not quit." And it's like, that's a true point.
But they're also good.
Well, yeah, he's just talking about just everything and in general.
But also, like, you have some sort of talent at it.
Yeah.
Whatever it is.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, but there's three people in comedy. There's the people who are really good. They're the people who make it. They're the people who are good and stop doing it. And they're the people who, for some reason, are dog shit and won't stop.
Yeah, there's
who are like 9 years in and are like, "Hey, can you come film my New Faces set? I think this is the year for me." It isn't, man. It really is.
You still doing wordplay?
Oh, we're still doing wordplay? We still haven't figured out what a punchline is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Do your thing.
All right.
Do your thing. Do your thing.
Your idea of crowd work is just being like, "Hey, look at this guy in the front. He's fat." Everyone's like,
"What's this guy? He's fat. What, do you not shower?" And everyone's like, "Yo, what?" Oh, dude. I tell you what, though, it's going to be good. It's going to be good to get reunited with the whole crew, get back to the regular scheduled episodes, everything.
We got to bring this stuff to Tempe.
Yeah.
And then when you guys, or Matt's coming in for, I guess we'll plug shows. Tempe the 7th, Miami the 31st of January. Both those are in January. Dania the 1st of February. We're doing Dallas and Fort Worth in March, 14th and 15th.
I think so.
I will be at the Dania Beach Improv headlining on the 20th.
There you go. Look at that.
For the Yifno clothing brand.
Yo, it's fucking nice out, baby. Cut that out and put it in your clip, Nick.
Yeah, dude.
Dickhead. No, I'm just kidding. I really like Nick.
I love Nick.
Nick is the man.
Nick is the
so
man.
funny to just take a shot in the middle of...
Upload the episode of your podcast I was on. Quit hiring midgets.
Yeah, what the hell was that?
That was weird.
Hilarious. To be
also very funny. That Christmas episode, yo, I know a midget.
Yeah, Christmas episode. Let's put a dwarf in a fucking Santa outfit, because that's fun. It is funny, though.
That kind of rules.
Here's the thing. It is funny.
No, it rocks.
It's funny.
It rocks so hard.
It's like, yeah, hey, it's 9/11. Let's get the only Arabic guy we know. It's like, yo, dude.
Everybody facile, man.
Yeah, dude.
I thought of a sketch idea from like an Instagram story I made of like Santa's dropping off presents. You wake up, think it's an intruder, kill him.
Hilarious.
And you're like, fuck. And then I thought, like, where does that sketch go? Like, what's the escalation? The escalation is like an elf comes in, and we could have someone on their knees with like shoes on their knees, and then just like pitch their voice high in post. And then just the elf is explaining how like, yo, the North Pole isn't like a democracy. Like, that was our dictator. That was all of our employers. He housed us. Like, you've not only killed Santa, you've committed genocide against
you've ruined the infrastructure of our elf.
You've not only shit Christmas, elves are gonna die.
Everybody's
we don't have a job anymore.
Yeah, dude. Hilarious. Santa, dude. Operator Santa would be funny to like shoot. Yeah, you're like, oh my god, is that Santa? Get on the fucking ground.
Just open on like a Santa with like a bag of gifts, and he's just putting them under a tree. It's like late. The only light in the room is like the Christmas tree.
Yeah.
And then you just like cut to a guy like rounding a corner and be like, oh,
night vision goggles.
And he's like, blasts
You're in your underwear. Dude,
I think my niece and nephew got the worst fucking gift possible for Christmas. I have a video of it on my phone, but they opened up shirts that says like, "We're having twins," and they're like, "I want a fucking PlayStation."
Hey.
My sister-in-law is pregnant with twins right now.
You're like, hey, guess who's not getting attention anymore? You two.
I'm pregnant with twins. That's your gift.
That's your gift. By the way, you asked for an Xbox? Shut up.
Shut up, dude.
Idiot. What was the best Christmas gift you ever got?
Ever?
Yeah.
Game Boy Advance.
Yeah, the heyday.
Game Boy Advance.
When was that?
For sure. Third grade?
Third grade? Yeah,
whenever.
Yeah.
What about you?
Xbox.
Yeah.
An Xbox. Or my dad got me a gun when I was
Pretty sick.
he got me a pellet gun. He got me one of those air rifle, like the break action, where the more you pumped it, the harder the shot would be.
Yeah.
Dude, those things. Do you ever get those things? Those pellet guns?
Yeah.
When you crank them up, dude, if you get to the point where you're using two hands, like,
Yeah. You gotta put it against your chest.
Yeah, dude, that's basically shooting a fucking nuke at a squirrel,
that's
dude.
a 22 at that
that's
point,
dude, you're gonna blow off the squirrel's head, dude. You're gonna plink.
These are awesome.
We used to do that, because my dad, my dad was a big bow hunter. Like, he would, like, go, like, fucking in the woods with a bow and arrow. And he used to take these, so he had like a target that he would put up in our garage, like on our garage door, which was like, just like a giant piece of styrofoam that he mounted a deer on, and he had mounted like like the picture of a deer. And so he would just like, when he would get like, I mean, this was when I was like really young, but when he would be hammered, he would just be like, I'm gonna get the bow. And so he would just at night just fucking think, like just doing that. Well, what would happen
You're
is
gonna get to that point one day.
Yeah,
that's all you have.
Yeah,
like you have
to
kids,
decompress.
You have a wife. It's like all you have is just like, I'm gonna go in the backyard and shoot the fucking bow.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot the bow, and
the dog doesn't even come up to you anymore.
Yeah, the dog hates you because you don't feed it anymore, and it's because you're too busy with your job and your kids, and then the dog doesn't like you. But so your
only respite every week is like on Saturday nights. I drink a handle of Jack and I go in the
shoot
yard,
my arrow.
I shoot my arrows. I Blair Skinner.
Have I told? Well, that whole thing. I've told you about him getting drunk and saying Mega Wish, which was like or Wantanye. Yeah. When he would get drunk and just chant Indian, or Native American.
Yeah.
Sorry, I said that. Native American. Like he would say Native American in the language like "Thanks be to God" or whatever, and that's what he would do. He'd shoot his bow and arrow, just Wantanye, and he'd fucking. Our neighbors were like, is he gonna murder that entire family one of these days, or what's happening over there?
That's
dude?
why he didn't. He got it all out.
He's a decompressor. He's like, I'm gonna go shoot that fucking.
He's letting air out of the tire.
Yeah. We used to. So
he would have brought that bow into work.
Yeah.
Dude, that, you know what? If I'm not on the side of mass shootings, but if you do it with a bow, you're pretty sick.
You earned it.
If you light up a Walmart, not a crossbow, with a fucking like 30-pound bow,
compost bow.
If you're using a fucking compact bow,
not compost. Compost is like dog shit. Like you've got shit with like watermelon rinds in it.
You're just shooting banana peels on the ground.
Yeah, a compact bone.
If you light up a target with a compact bow,
that's the way to do it though.
You get like a year.
Well, you get a year, you get a year and you go to the Olympics. If you get set up you get to shoot for the American team. That's if you're gonna do it, dude. That's almost the way to do it because it would take a while for somebody to know what's happening. Because a gun, it's like
it kind of sucks that like in the Olympics, like if you live in a third world country and you lose the bow hunting contest, that's so disrespectful.
Oh fuck!
To lose to like an American who's just like, I don't even need this to survive. I'm still better than you, idiot. Like, you need, like, dude, you got a bronze medal. This is how you feed your family.
Yeah.
I get pork at the Wawa.
Have you ever
dumbass?
I do that as a hobby. Have you seen those? Have you seen the dudes who bow fish when they shoot a bow into the water
and it has a reel?
And it has a reel.
Yeah.
I mean, what the fuck, dude? How do you even? First of all, the coolest way to fish.
Definitely,
dude. If I'm like, you know how big
dynamite fishing?
Dude, yeah, dynamite. You know how the most manly you can feel, I think, is if you're on a boat, you're smoking a cigarette, you got a beer open, you're seven beers deep, it's fucking 8 a.m. Like you've been out there all morning and you're fucking just with the bow just shooting catfish, reeling it in, dude. Doesn't get more manly than that.
We have a rule on my boat. You can't crack a beer until the first fish is caught.
Is that a rule?
That's a rule on our boat.
So some days you don't drink?
Oh, we always catch something.
You always catch something?
Yeah, dude.
Weird, right?
Yeah, dude. We always catch something.
I guess I don't know if fishing's like in like an ocean setting, but like there's so many times
My
where
stepdad's also like
an angler.
Yeah.
Like
he owns a bait and tackle shop.
Yeah.
He's the president of the Palm Beach Fishing Club. Like he's
the man.
He's the guy.
He's
like,
the fisher.
He'll put you on fish for sure.
See, like going fishing for us would be like we would go out, we would go wading, which is like you put those waders on. And we used
in the intercoastal, but
yeah.
Same
And we would go and we would there's this place Clear Lake, Iowa, and we would drive there and we would get off and we would walk and we would go to this little island and you'd walk to the island. At one point, the water gets up to your like nipple, like you're like treading water, and you got the thing above your head. And we would get there, we go to the island, and it was like an hour-long adventure just to get there. And then there was days where they just wouldn't bite, and you'd be like, "Well, I just fucking did a fucking I relocated in the hardest possible way to just catch no fish." It's so crazy.
In Florida, in the ocean or whatever, it's like you can chum. So like you'll get something.
Chumming, that's like when you cut a fish up and then like throw it in the water.
Well, we would bring like a box of chum because you can buy.
I chum in the trout. I chum in my fucking with my waders a lot, dude. I'm chumming every time I go out there. Constantly. I'm chumming, dude.
But we'll get the only thing that sucks about like the ocean fishing is like if you'll get fish, you can chum, you can do like a couple other things. You're gonna get sharks eventually, which sucks, but
you'll get a shark. That's sick, dude.
I don't even need my stepdad. I could get you to catch a shark. Sharks are so easy to catch.
I would love to catch. I'd fight it.
They're hard, like to reel in because they're strong as fuck. But like to actually like get a shark on the line is the easiest thing in the world.
You fucking get it and you just punch it right in the head, dude.
All you have to do is literally either get a box of chum, which is like $10. It's just like grinded up fish guts. You throw that in the water, or you get like a trash fish, like a bonita, or like, it's like a tuna that you can't eat, but they're easy as fuck. They're everywhere. And then you just stab it a bunch of times and like hang it off a rope. You'll have sharks around your boat in 5 minutes.
No way.
Yeah, they're so easy. You can catch a shark, no problem. If you wanted to catch a shark, I could put you on a shark.
Dude. I'll go 10 rounds with a shark, dude.
Sharks are so, like, to anybody who fishes regularly on the ocean, like, fuck, sharks are here.
Yeah.
Like, you hate it. It's like, you'll chum and you're like, yeah, I'm going to get, like, nice fit. Yeah, and then sharks are there and you're like, it's going to eat whatever's on my line.
Oh,
you
yeah,
don't want it.
Yeah.
You want to catch something that's, like, a sport fish or, like, something you can eat. And if you have sharks around, you're like, as soon as I get this thing to the boat, a shark's going to nail it.
Dude.
I've caught so many sharks in my life.
No way.
Yeah.
What do you do with them? You put them back, right?
Yeah. I'll take a picture with one.
Yeah.
I have a picture with
You have a picture of the shark?
The most recent one's not that big.
You don't just punch him ever?
It is.
Dude, what the fuck, dude?
That's Rudolph, bro. Those are the pictures I wanted to show
Rudolph, the big big cocked reindeer.
Oh, that's a sketch idea I thought of
Rudolph, the big cocked reindeer.
No,
it's
that's
just like
funny.
his huge cock.
That's funny. I thought of
had a very
similar to the one that might be up today or tomorrow, but like in like a party setting kind of thing, and I'm like talking to a girl, and then I'm like, I look outside, it's a full moon, and I'm like, I have to go, and she's like, you're gonna go? Like, I'm a little drunk right now. Like, I was gonna let you hit it tonight. I'm like, fuck. Turns full moon. I'm a werewolf. And we get like a werewolf costume, but we make like a big red rocket. And I come into the party, and everyone's like, oh my God, a werewolf. And then they're like, oh my God.
Yo, what the fuck?
He has a huge dog dick. I'm like, will you still fuck me?
Sarah. Sarah. Howling.
Where's my shark?
It is funny that like that's like a instinctual thing.
I don't know where the shark is. Look at that.
Damn, that's a grouper?
Yeah, it's 300 pounds.
Yeah, but what about the fish? Oh!
Got
Come on,
him.
dude. What am I doing? A classic bait and switch? That's a fucking... That is a grouper, though. That's what those are called,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Those things are huge. What do they do? Do they just, like... Are they like a bottom feeder? You know what I mean? Yeah, they just, like, suck all that shit.
You know what they're called is a Goliath grouper. But you know what they used to be called?
That's not... No, I don't want to hear it.
Jewfish.
Really?
They used to be called the Jewfish.
Why?
People, if you meet somebody who's like an ocean fisher who's like older than like 50, they'll still call, like my stepdad's still like, oh yeah, I was on a Jewfish the other day.
Why?
I don't know.
There's no...
Well, here's my assumption, because they are like, they eat everything, so they're greedy. That was my assumption. I don't know for a fact, but like up until I was probably like 10 years old, we called them Jewfish, and then they got renamed to Goliath grouper, which I get why, but yeah, they were called Jewfish for like 100 years.
Crazy.
And then everyone was like, we should stop calling them.
Yeah,
that,
we
right?
need to... We should probably quit with that one.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Group... Goliath is like a better name though. That's a cool...
It makes more sense. It's huge.
Yeah, it's a massive...
Yeah, they're
Are
huge.
those things that... Those groupers, are they the ones that... You know when you get a fish tank and you need one of those things to suck off the algae? Is that what they...
Remora.
Remora? Do those grow in the ocean like naturally?
Yeah, you
catch
see those all the time too.
Yeah?
Yeah. If you go bottom fishing, you'll catch
Do
them.
they have huge ones too?
Yeah,
Or
they're
do they
big.
get massive?
Yeah, they're big as fuck.
Those little fucking... My dad used to call them sucker fish.
The ones in a freshwater tank are those are armored catfish, and we have those in my canal back here. We could literally go look at them right now. They're huge because, like any fucking body of water in Florida, some dickhead had a fish or something and like had to let it go. And they eat like algae. They like go underneath and they eat like plant like roots and shit. So they go under like the shore and like eat grass basically. They're huge.
And then it starts pulling it.
It gets huge.
Yeah.
They get massive.
Well, do they like start fucking up the...
They fuck up like the ecosystem.
Yeah.
But they're armored. You can't like spear them. They're
You can't
literally,
bow
like,
them?
hard.
You can't
armored
bow them?
as fuck. And you can't catch them either because they only eat like algae. Like
So they
won't-
just fucking...
They're not like a normal catfish that'll bite. Like
You have to
anything.
poison the algae?
Basically, yeah. But that'll fuck up like the rest of the shit.
Yeah.
But they're all over the place and they're huge.
Fun.
It's like how fucking in the
I love-
Everglades now, you're more likely to see a python than an alligator.
Because everybody's letting them go.
Yeah, because a bunch of like cokeheads in the 80s had pythons.
That is who had That is who had pythons.
Just
dude.
a bunch of like fucking Mike Tyson's agents out
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
just
dude.
like doing blow and like doing business deals and like, it'd be sick to get a python. And then they got married and got sober and they were like, I can't have a fucking python.
I can't have a python. What
And
the
they all
fuck
just
is
dumped
this?
them in the Everglades.
You know what is funny?
And now every 6 months, someone's like, I took my dog for a walk. Every 6 months, like a golden retriever gets fucking rocked.
Gets caught by the python.
Just gets spun and pulled into the water.
Oh man,
That's why there's iguanas everywhere.
So
too.
my brother-in-law, he's like a vegan for like moral reasons, but he has a fucking anaconda, or not an anaconda, a python that he has to...
An anaconda is like 50.
Yeah, he's got an anaconda. He also owns a snake.
Hello.
But he's got this python that he's had since he was like 6 because they don't die. They're like, they live forever.
Yeah, they live like 30 years.
They live like 30, 40 years.
That's why so many people let them go.
Yeah,
Like, this thing's not dying.
Yeah, this thing, I thought it was like a dog. And
I got divorced. I'm moving into a studio apartment. I can't
have a
this fucking
python,
thing.
dude. And so he's got this python, but he's a vegan because of like moral reasons. But he has this python that he has to feed mice. And so it's crazy.
That's just passing your sins to your pet.
That's exactly. It's like, dude, you're not doing the bad thing.
That's like if I brought Lola on my lap and like put up tax software and was like, she's the one committing fraud. Not me.
Not me, it's the dog.
Lola's the one defrauding the IRS. Just having her type on the keyboard.
Oh, I'll tell you what.
Cops show up, I'm like, get her.
Get her. Let's switch over to the Patreon right now.
Before we switch over to the Patreon, I wanted to show you these cool pictures. Just get your reaction to them. If you want to see these pictures.
Oh, God, yeah.
We cannot show them on YouTube, but they're very festive. They're Christmas themed. How about that?
Dude.
How does that make you feel?
What do you even type in to find that?
Don't worry about it. Describe what you're seeing.
It's... Well, what it is it's Santa,
Yeah, it's festive.
and he's bonded up with Christmas lights.
Uh-huh.
And he's got the girthiest penis with the hugest balls. Dude, balls look like that? Because I got small balls, so
My
I never
balls
know.
look like
Your
that.
balls look like that.
With
So he's,
black hair, not white, but yeah.
yeah, so he's coming as well.
Yeah, he's
Pretty
dripping
important
cum.
detail.
Yeah, pretty cool.
And then, what, you got other ones? Because I'm about to...
How about that one,
Okay,
huh?
well, you sent this one to the group chat. That's Santa getting jacked off by two of the hottest ladies I've ever seen.
Also, huge hog on
Huge,
Santa, huh?
Yeah, do you think Santa's packing?
He's got to be packing, dude. How about that
Dude,
one?
what are you typing in, dude? Is that a candy cane in Mrs. Claus' ass?
He's got her over his shoulder like a trophy, and he's got a 2-foot girth candy cane.
I love the watermark too. Wide bros. Just in case anybody wants to check out this. Nobody steal
Look how
this image.
sick Santa's dick is.
Why
dude.
is he so jacked?
Santa's jacked as fuck,
And his
bro.
fucking. He's got a cock ring on. Yo.
He's got 3 cock rings on and one around his balls.
Oh, that's.
How about that?
We can stop with these now, dude. What the fuck is that?
That's a female reindeer getting a train ran on her. It looks like she's getting cummed on.
Yeah, there's not. They missed
lot.
out. That one's that's uncircumcised.
That
That's
is an
just
uncircumcised
Why are you
reindeer
having?
penis.
Why do you have that much attention to detail? Is the question.
Because these people are artists. Now, if you look, you'll also see
A bush.
a bush. Look at that. Big nipples. I think this is a
Yeah.
pregnant reindeer.
Yeah. Okay.
Then last but not least,
Yeah, we've
look
already
at that,
seen
dude.
Rudolph.
Dude, look how... Dude, he has to have a stool for his balls. Look at that.
His stool is his balls.
His dick is bigger than his shoulder to shoulder.
Might be real. Reindeer cocks are massive. Were you the one that was showing me that? Because you think of reindeer and you go, really funny.
How often are you looking at reindeer cocks? I thought that was our thing.
That's
what
wasn't
we
it
do.
you?
No.
Or was it kangaroo cocks? Somebody was like, you think of them as a cute animal.
I'm going to go on the record and say these are the first animal cocks I've ever showed you.
No.
All right.
There was somebody who was showing me. They were like, you think of a reindeer as like a
You're
cute
like, oh, it was
animal. Yeah. It was my
That's
mom.
what it was. It was mom.
It was mom. Go to Triple F Podcast. No, go to what is it? Patreon.com/Triple F Pod. Get an extra episode each week. We're sorry that we're late and we missed a week, but we're back and forth between the holiday season and Jeff moving and us moving, and everything is crazy right now. But we'll be back to a regular scheduled program. Go check out our sketches over at the Good Girl Studio YouTube page. Also, make sure you share those motherfucking sketches because we need engagement to feel emotions. Thank you guys so much.
If you want to see the dirty pictures,
Yeah,
go be up on Patreon.
Here's the thing: you don't want to see them, but
Yeah, you do.
but we do want you to subscribe. So you do want to see
Your
them.
morbid curiosity. You want to see Santa's huge
I tell you
dick.
what. Go over to the patreon.com/Triple F Pod. Thank you guys so much for listening, and we're out.